All right, time for another one here. So we've got ourselves we're done with the 960. So now we're moving on to the 980, the Agua Caliente tribal building over there. So our part in fabrication is we're going to be doing this here logo on the wall there. It's going to be illuminated. It's got 3/8 push through. But I had to bring up the kind of the thing there because you can see where they got this wood paneling that this is going to go against. So I'm like, well, how are we going to service it? It's 4 feet tall. So we're kind of in that problem with Mr. Softy. Like, how do you get rid of the back glow on a push through sort of front illuminated? How are we going to service it? How do we get it off the wall? Mr. Softy is one thing. It's only 22 inches tall, but this guy. So anyway, so I talked to Johnny about it. And so we decided to do an audible, which you guys might not be aware of. So I'm just bringing this to your attention that it did go to reverse channel letter. It's going to be 1.5 inches off the wall. And I increased it to 4 inches deep versus 3 inches just to give us a little more room to work. So the paperwork doesn't reflect that. That's why I'm making this real quick. But as far as the fabrication, you guys are pretty much dialed in on making a reverse channel letter. But just saying, so make sure that going forward, pass it on to all your friends because we're going to need that etched vinyl. Because now that we're going to, you can see right here where the lights are already bouncing off that, veneer. So you can imagine the nightmare this is going to be for the reflection. So I know this really isn't fab, but just make sure everyone's aware. And I'll try to make sure that the people involved will know, try to pass it on and get it onto the paperwork that we're going to need that etched vinyl and that this is all changed to reverse channel. So with that, let's do the lay of the land. Let's get after it. So real quick, sending you a face. It's got some bend scribes for your seams there. Look out for this little guy. This will be where you mount your keystone. And I'm giving you a couple returns. It's going to be 090, but because we want it to be kind of beefy, you can just run the slip roll like you do. We got some kind of customized 4-inch tabs. I'm going to go ahead and move this up to 1/4 inch clear tough act because it is going to be 4 feet. Well, just under so it fits. But so anyway, so make sure you look out for that. But it's going to be a little thicker. And then we got our usual backer 1/8 inch, and then we're going to do 3/8 pushies. So get those to first shot. And we got our logo or our install pattern. So really it's like I say, usually what you do, just do like you do. I gave you 3 inches extra on that. Line up with the seams there so you're out of the way of your tabs. When it comes time to doing the power and stuff, I gave you this, like I said, I get this little guy here. This is so that way you can run a ground wire off of that and keep this all grounded for your keystone. And then I'm going to give you this power area here. Well, I'm not. It's just basically how it works out. So there's no shadows because there's not going to be anything right there. So kind of keep this for your power area and collect your switch and all that and make your connections in this area over here. I'm not really sure where power is going to come in, but install, I went ahead and put the hole in the center there, but I don't know. They'll have to maybe drill their own hole on the backer. But yeah, otherwise, there's really nothing different. I would have tried to make this into like that hybrid cabinet like we do, where like the center of the cabinet, sort of like we just did for the Desert Hills food cabinet, where it's like a regular cabinet that goes to the wall with the little ring of glow. But because of the placement of the letters, it didn't really give me the ability to do that. So we are going to go ahead and do the whole thing. But that means that you'll want to make sure that you get, because I scored the backer so that you know where to put the LEDs to fill up for the reverse channel or for the push throughs there. But in order to get that reverse glow in between the tab and there, go ahead and put one full ring all the way around between the tabs and the mount holes. That way there's no shadows of the standoffs. So you'll do a full ring like we do, and then just go ahead and fill this in. And then this gives you the beginning of the pushy for the main logo, and then just fill that in. So, and then again, make all your collection points sort of in this area so there's no shadows, and keep it back from the edge from this LED strip there. So. But anyway, so that's it. Just heads up that it's all changed. So if the paperwork doesn't change, you know what's up. So other than that, good luck. We're all counting on you. Check the